We got another win from the Flipped Lifestyle chat room today. Natalie says, I just created my first pipeline in Kajabi. Well done. That takes a lot of courage to go out there and build that first pipeline, get your copy. Now, the next step is get it out to the world. Awesome stuff, Natalie. You are ahead of so many people who've never even signed up for Kajabi. So well done. You're killing it. You're moving forward. That's what it takes. All right, next question. Let's see. I got 2 more questions that I'm going to answer. Maybe 3. I'll do 3 more questions. We're gonna settle in here at 2:00. Before I answer these last 3 questions, do want to remind everybody that I have a weekly meeting with my Roundtable Mastermind. I personally lead that Roundtable Mastermind. I just dropped a link over in the chat for that. It's Flipped Lifestyle. That's too complicated. Just click it if you see it. If you don't, you missed out. But I have opened 2 spots during this member call. If anybody would like to join the Roundtable, that is a mastermind for accountability, where each week we come, we share wins. If we're stuck, we talk about it as a group. And it's designed to bring a lot of people together who are the most dedicated, most excited, most I'm doing this and nothing's stopping me people in the Flipped Lifestyle community together with me for a live call each week where we can hang out and have fun. And also for this cohort, you've got access to me through Voxer, so you can ask daily questions to me. You can kind of come to the it's like the Disney Fast Pass. You've been to Disney World, they give you a Fast Pass, right? You just got to walk by all those people to the front of the line. That's how the Roundtable Mastermind works. But you do have to make a 3-month commitment. All the details are at that page in the chat box right now. And also, Jocelyn, I think this is the link for that. I'm going to type it in here. flippedlifestyle.com/Jocelyn. I believe that goes there. Jocelyn has also opened up a few one-on-one calls. Those are very tactical, surgical strikes into your business. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you've got a ton of chaos and you're just like, man, if I could just talk to Jocelyn for 45 minutes, I think I could figure this out. She'll take your chaos and she'll take your clutter and she'll turn it into a to-do list full of next steps. So check both those programs out. And everything will be awesome. And right in the middle of the Q&A, I love it when this happens. Brooke just sold a 6-month membership package while in the Q&A on the member call. We got people selling. Listen, you're doing one thing, you're making money with the other thing. And we've got Brooke. Brooke just posted in the chat. I just sold a 6-month membership while on the call. High five you, Brooke, in the chat. Good job. It's awesome stuff. We got people making money on the calls. We got people making $10,000 in a weekend. We got people running promotions for membership masters and doing 5-figure days. This is an absolutely ridiculous call and awesome stuff, man. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are doing awesome. All right, so the next question comes from Alan. Alan says, not sure if this was answered before when the Zoom got cut off, but I wanted to know how to promote your webinars, masterclasses repeatedly to the same audience. For example, I use the Blueprint 14-day email sequence for my first webinar. For my next webinar, I'm using a challenge to push people forward to the masterclass, but I'm not sure how I can continue promoting new webinars without changing something or changing the topic of the webinar. Okay, you never have to change it. Always remember there's some truths in online marketing. All right, if you showed an ad to a webinar to 10,000 people, and 100 showed up, there's still 9,900 that will forget you existed and forget they ever saw that ad and never came to your webinar, right? So if you give me a 10,000 person audience, I can run the same webinar to that audience for 5 years and never milk it. Now, what you do need to change is things that can cause ad and marketing blindness. You need to change the ad every time you run it. You need to change the subject lines of the emails, but 90% of people didn't even read your emails, right? So you do not have to change that. That it feels true because we're so grounded in the real world. And if I wore the same shirt to work 3 times in a week, my fellow employees would notice, right? But that's not true online. Nobody cares. Everybody. It's like I told my son the other day. He goes, "Oh man, I got to go see my friends, but I got this and my favorite shirt. I'm wearing it, but it's got a spaghetti stain on it." And I was like, "Where?" And he goes, "Right here." And he lifts it up, and there was like a little stain on it. And I said, "Nobody cares about your spaghetti stain, son." He said, "Why, Dad?" I said, because they're too worried about the spaghetti stain on their shirt. People got stuff to do. They ain't paying attention to you, Alan. They may see your ad for a brief moment. If they take action, fine. If they scroll on, get them later. It's okay. You want to do the same things over and 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 over again. The same 5 testimonials are on my sales page that were there 5 years ago. Have we got new testimonials? Yes. Are they bigger testimonials? Sure. Are they awesome testimonials? Yeah. But you know what? Everybody that comes to my sales page probably hadn't seen it before. And they sure didn't memorize it like flashcards learning a spelling test, right? So that I don't have to worry about that. They're going to come back and they're going to be reinforced, right? And they're going to see it over and over again. So yeah, you can change your external marketing. Like you need to change your ads, like use a different picture in your ad each time, mix up the words a little bit. But when you run that email campaign again, if you want to, change the subject line a little bit, right? But don't change the copy. Just change the date and the links. You do not have to do that when you run these promotions. And if you run a cycle of promotions every 12 weeks, nobody's going to remember what happened 12 weeks ago. They don't even remember what happened in their own life on their own calendar 12 weeks ago. They sure as heck ain't going to remember Alan's ad for his webinar, right? Alan's email for his webinar. Okay. So yeah, I usually will run the same campaign again and just mix up the subject lines, and we'll change the video or the ad, and everything else stays the same. Our sales pages do not change very often. Once a year, maybe. I'm into finding people to see the sales page that haven't seen it before, or finding people that didn't buy to see it again. I'm not into updating my sales page and tweaking stuff all the time. And maybe red will work better than orange as my button. I ain't doing it. Not doing it. That's not how it works, right? So don't worry about that and you'll be fine. But good question. That's a really good question. Awesome question.